live from the NFL Draft. The anticipation is revving up. While Cam Ward is all but guaranteed to go #1 overall to the Tennessee Titans, the rest of the board is up in the air, folks. We're particularly interested in where the other quarterbacks may end, especially Shedeur Sanders. ESPN NFL draft analyst Field Yates made a bold prediction about the quarterback draft order, saying this: Dart or even Shuck could go ahead of Sanders at QB2. I've spoken with people around the league who think it's possible Dart winds up following Miami's Cam Ward among the passers, regardless of how highly rated a quarterback is on our own boards. The order they are taking is going to be decided by a small group of QB-needy teams that see each of them differently. We now bring in our quarterback, Dan Orlovsky. Hope you had a wonderful Easter. Great to have you with us, sir. I know the boys are excited to see you. Dan, would it be a mistake if Shedeur is the third quarterback off the board? What's your take?
I would say no. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, this is so dependent, and I think Jackson Dart and Shedeur Sanders are like the perfect examples of where they go is going to be so paramount because their skill sets, their traits are very different. Jackson Dart is more athletic. He's a little bit more of the we can design quarterback run around him. He can push the ball downfield. That's part of their offense at Ole Miss. Shedeur is the I want to give him control at the line of scrimmage, allow him to see the defense, be kind of the point guard centric, very smart and quick timing and rhythm passing game. So where they go is huge. Everything about the first round of the NFL draft is physical talent. Shannon, you know this as well as any. Physical talent, right? And so if you just took these guys side by side and said, who physically is more talented, you would say Jackson Dart. He's bigger, he's stronger. I think he's faster. He's got a more ability to make some of the wow throws than Shedeur has. And so if you're a team like the Saints and you sit there and go Kellen Moore, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles, they like the quarterback run, you're going to go Jackson Dart just because of it. If you're Brian Dable and the New York Giants and you go, well, my experience with Josh Allen tells me I want that style or that profile, Jackson Dart fits that. So I've had these guys much closer than probably others since the very beginning of this process, and I just don't believe it would be a mistake. It doesn't mean Shedeur's not good and has the chance to be a good player in the NFL.
From a football standpoint, I can't disagree. I'm being serious here, Dan. As much as I love having fun with you, I'm being serious here. From a football standpoint, I can't disagree with a word that you said. I just think that it's messed up, man. I mean, we come into the season is over, and we are talking about two guys at the quarterback position. We're talking about Cam Ward, and we're talking about a guy in Shedeur Sanders who holds the record for the best career completion percentage at 71.8% in the history of college football bowl subdivision. That's what we're talking about here. And people were looking at him, and we've gone from speculating about him being a top 3 pick, to him falling at 6 with the Raiders, to him falling at 9 with New Orleans, to maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers could get him. Oh, should they move up? Maybe they won't have to because he might be available. Now you're hearing rumors about how it could be the Rams because obviously they've got their quarterback situation in Stafford, and they kept him, but he is 37 years of age. I'm like, damn. And the man ain't play a game since the football season ended. And then we're looking at him. I know that the physical traits. Okay, he doesn't have the strongest arm. He doesn't have, breakaway speed. He's not that athlete Cam Ward is or whatever. But I didn't hear much about Dart. I didn't hear much about Shaw. I didn't hear much about these guys. And all of a sudden now you're hearing that he could be the 4th quarterback taken in the NFL draft. Come on, man. I understand it, but I'm saying that's what they're talking about. And I'm saying something smells. And then I got to take into account, okay, he's a pocket passer. He's accurate. He can get out of the pocket and make requisite throws. Oh, by the way, his pedigree isn't to be questioned. His football acumen isn't to be questioned. We've seen plenty of athletes at the quarterback position. I understand that everybody clamors for that with a Lamar Jackson, with a Josh Allen, with others right now. Jayden Daniels, let's not forget him. I get that part, right? I get it. But the point is, we've seen the Baker Mayfields and others ascend. We've seen guys who make smart decisions, who know how to throw the football. We brought all of this stuff up. And somehow, some way, as the draft approaches, with Deion Sanders arguably the greatest athlete ever, who is a brilliant football mind. This is his son, who he's worked with all of this time, and suddenly we're seeing the stock drop. I just don't like the way this looks at all. The draft is not here. It could be all smoke and mirrors, but I don't like the way I see things unfolding, Dan.
Right. Dan, quickly here, and then let's get to Shay.
No, go to Shannon. Go to Shannon. I'll give Shannon time. Go ahead.
Yeah, to say it's a mistake, people thought it was a mistake for Andy Reid to slide up the draft, to go up the draft board and get Patrick Mahomes. A mistake is all in the eye of the person that says, I believe this guy is better than the other guy. It's just hard for me, and Stephen, I've been saying this all along. It's hard for me to see a guy slide up or down based on he hadn't played football in 4 months. If you loved him then, what makes you not love him now? Was it because you got up close to him? Was it because of what he said in a meeting? Was it you went to the whiteboard and he didn't draw it up quite as quickly as you thought he should? I mean, is the comprehension? I'm just not sure. All I know is this, is that no, Shedeur does not have a body like a Josh Allen or Cam Newton. Does he have an arm like Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen? No. Does he have the elusiveness like Lamar Jackson? No. But all I know is somebody threw for those 40 touchdowns and that 4,000 yards. Somebody did that. And so all this things that quarterbacks, I don't care how fast. Tell me who's the fastest quarterback in the Hall of Fame. Because those things doesn't matter. I just need how fast can he process information and what does he have in here? Speed does not matter. It does not matter. Tom Brady ran the slowest 40 in NFL history for a quarterback. How did it matter? Is his arm strong? Is his arm any stronger than Shedeur's? Dale, take it away. I'm going to let you have it. Go ahead.
So the only thing I would say to the quarterback in the Hall of Fame fasting is we all can agree that the quarterbacks and the profile of quarterback, the black quarterback ascension over the last, let's call it 10 years, is changed that, right? So the Michael Vicks, the Jayden Daniels, the Lamar, that's going to change a little bit because just the viewpoint of that has changed a little bit, right, Shannon? So let's be fair about that a little bit. A couple of things. Number one, Stephen A., you bring up the completion percentage. This is why I've said it's a difficult evaluation. I think he threw like 900 passes at Colorado. Over 55% of them were at or behind the line of scrimmage or like under 5 yards. So the completion percentage is going to be up. That's not a knock on him. The second thing I'd say is you bring like Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff. And this is why I really think it's important for everyone to understand. If you're Shedeur, you'd rather go 9 to the Saints than you would 3 to the Giants. I want to go to a place like Baker and good offensive line, really good offensive mind and play caller in Kellen Moore and good perimeter players in Shaheed and Chris Olave. So like I'd rather have that as a quarterback. The last part is this. Because you guys both mentioned if you loved them 4 months ago, how do you not love them now? Teams might. But at the end of the NFL season, that's when they really dive into the evaluation of these kids. And they might not have known a ton about a Jackson Dart or a Jalen Milroe. And after watching the tape, they go, wait, we still really like Shedeur, but we really like what these guys might be, Jackson Dart and Milroe. That's all. That's the only thing I'm going to say is just because you might like those guys more now, it doesn't mean you don't still like Shedeur.
Well, Dan, that's hard to embrace. I'll close by saying that's hard to embrace, and here's the reason why. Certainly, he might be better off at 9 with New Orleans than he would at 3 with the New York Giants. And we get that part. We get that reality. Where you're playing and who you're playing with and for does matter. Got that part. But the evaluation process to watch your stock diminish, where there are questions about your attitude, there's questions about your level of production, and it's like, wait a minute, it didn't exist months ago. So I get the part that you'll get over it once the draft is over. You'll get over it once you're in the NFL and you got a job to do. But the process that all of this entails, to watch somebody's stock diminish when he's literally done nothing.
I have to leave it there.
Yeah.
It's not right.
I understand what's rubbing you the wrong way, Stephen A. It's not if it's talent related, if it's character and personality and things like that.
Hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn cách làm một chiếc khăn quàng cổ đơn giản từ len.